Hello folks, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR. We're in the HP Reverb G2 and we are at Lukla Airport, and we're going to take this caravan up to Mount Everest. This is real world weather at the moment, so it's beautiful clear skies, but it's very crisp and cold, hence why we've got this incredible scene here. And let me tell you guys, if you want a thrill, I would recommend flying from Lukla Airport in VR. It is pretty scary, and we're going to take off and land later on here. So, with that being said, let's get started and get airborne. Look at that for a scene. Beautiful. Right, here we go then. So we've got full flaps for this one. This is literally like being on a roller coaster. Torque is rising. We're going to let the brakes off. Oh, it's so smooth. We're getting a nice 30 frames per second, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but it's plenty for this sim. In fact, it's what you need with motion projection on. Whoa! And we're up. And check out these views. Oh my god. We got a massive downdraft there. I was wondering whether it's going to make that. Oh, it's an icy scene here, which seems very appropriate for this time of year. We're just going to gain some altitude in this valley before heading east, because we're going to attempt to fly over the top of Mount Everest in VR. Now this is actually part of my world tour. I've been here quite a while ago actually, but I thought it's really, you know, imperative that I show you this in VR, because this is what this sim's all about really. VFR flying in the HP Reverb G2 or whatever headset you're using. It is breathtaking, as you can see here. Now I'm using the Windows Mixed Reality mirror, so you're not going to get the best quality, but it's the only way I can show this in full screen at the moment. But I am working on a different method, hopefully, to be able to show you this in VR. Whoa, my goodness me. Yeah, we're getting all sorts of... In fact, we've got a downdraft again. I'm actually feeling that we're dropping out of the sky right now. You're not going to see that on the screen, but I actually felt we dropped about 200 feet. Simply because of this, the ridge lift. So I need to be over this side of the valley so we can get up into the... well, flight levels for this particular VFR flight, because Mount Everest tops out at about, I think it's about 29,000 feet. At the moment we're at 10,000 feet, so this is going to be a bit of a climb here. But just look at the views here. That is Lukla below, where we're going to be landing later on. My goodness me, this aircraft is really struggling here. It might take a while to get up to the necessary altitude, and we're going to need some ridge lift. So what we'll do is we'll hug this mountainside here, and already I'm feeling like we're getting lift again. My word, look at that. Right, so as we continue on our merry way north and then east through this valley, I'm trying to pitch for about 75 to 80 knots as best I can, because we really need to gain altitude. And just look at this. I mean, that actually isn't Mount Everest, but it, you know, it looks like it with that very unmistakable point. But the mountains in this region, of course, are the highest. The Himalaya mountain range is incredible, and I highly recommend, if you want the most jaw-dropping and scary flight all in one, take off from Lukla and head out of this valley and attempt to climb to Mount Everest like we're going to do today. Just look at this. Oh my goodness me. Now of course in VR all of this is 1:1 scale, and the effect is simply mind-blowing. But we're really going to have to pay attention here, because we're already overheating the engine a little bit here. The ITT is in the red. Now those gauges, I've got my render scale set to, I think it's 80 in the sim, and I backed it off in OpenXR tool to 70%. And the overall effect is that preview mode will not be messing around auto scaling for me. It's going to keep to my desired resolution, which makes everything very consistent. As I'm moving around here, it's 30 frames on the button and feeling very smooth indeed. But guys, honestly, it is a bit of a faff. Take your time getting the settings to how you want them in the sim. As I said before in my first video, it is a beast of a flight sim, and you need to spend time dialing it in for your system, which will be different to mine. My setup guide is just basically a bit of a guide to let you know what some of those settings do. With that being said, we're now at 15,000 feet, so we're halfway there already, and we'll go outside to enjoy this beautiful snowy scene here. Melissa has just kindly brought me a coffee for this expedition. That will keep me warm. It looks really cold out there, doesn't it? In case you're wondering, that pointy mountain there is also not Mount Everest. It's actually in the distance over there, and if I had a motion controller I'd be able to point to it, but I don't have a motion controller in this sim, unfortunately. So we're going to keep on our merry way here. Now, we are using the Windows Mixed Reality Mirror, so the quality is going to be lost, unfortunately, but it's the best way I can show you a full screen view. Now, if you prefer the sort of binocular view, I can also do videos like that, but to be honest, I think this is the best method at the moment until we can find a way of twisting a Sobo's arm so that we can have at least a full screen view like we get in Aerofly FS2. Oh, this is spectacular. Oh my god, look at that. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I actually felt a bit of emotion then, guys. Even though I'm, used to VR, every now and then, like then, we got a bit of turbulence and I kind of pitched up as I looked down and I felt the motion. That's something that I hope will never disappear, and I love to feel the motion of flying in VR sometimes, and as you get more used to it, you don't feel it so much. But right then, oh, I felt it. Love it. Anyway, we're just passing 18,500 feet. All is well. Now, you might just be able to see in the background there at 12 o'clock. That point, that is actually Mount Everest. That's where we're going, and as I'm looking at it, even at 18,000 feet, it looks really high. So what we're going to have to do is, hopefully, if we go to our left a little bit, because we are struggling for speed, we'll be able to jump over this ridge and then make our way round the back of Mount Everest, and hopefully, if we're lucky, get to the top. Wow. Now, the beauty of this sim is that we can all be privileged into exploring areas that we cannot reach in real life. I don't know about you guys, it's probably always someone in the comments, but I've never been to Mount Everest. I can definitely assure you of that one. But being in VR right now, I feel like I'm actually experiencing this. I mean, of course, it will never be like being there in real life, but the fact I can fly in the safety of my own home, in my pyjamas at the moment, I must confess, in my own caravan, and I can see the ortho exactly how it is in the real place. It's just absolutely, yes, I'm going to say it, guys, my favourite word, amazing. We are now passing through 22,400 feet. We're getting thrown around a bit here. It's a hard climb, this is. But I have to say the Caravan is the aircraft for the job, because you have to remember you've got to get back to Lukla again. Wow, look at that down there. So that is Mount Everest right in front of us. And what I'll do is we'll pass over the sort of left hand side, and then with a bit of luck get right to the summit, and then maybe we'll just kind of fly to the other side and down the ridge. That'll be quite exciting actually, so I think yeah, we'll do that. But check this out. Unbelievable views here in VR. And the Reverb G2 with its almost lack of screen door effect. I have to say that because some people say they can see it, but I can't. I mean, God, if I really, like, totally, you know, concentrated. Is that screen door? Oh, I don't know. But, you know, who does that? Let's just enjoy it instead and not worry about all the imperfections. Because that right there, wow, it's blowing my head off, guys. Welcome to Mount Everest. In fact, actually, yeah, is that the main point? Because there's two, isn't there? I'm not much of a tour guide, actually, sorry guys. You're not going to get much value for money in terms of your information. But I believe that is, anyway, unless it's... In fact, actually, yeah, I think this is the first ridge, and then the other ridge is behind it. Because, yeah, we're at 24,000 feet. I think we've got another couple of thousand feet to go, and then we're going to be at the top of this ridge, which isn't quite right. So, yeah, we're not quite there yet, guys. My goodness me. Can you believe people actually climbed this thing? And still do. And many have perished in the process, but, you know, at least they were doing something they loved. I'm pleased it's clear today of a cloud. But I don't know if you can tell, but we're rocking around like crazy. And if I just go outside here on the wing and look down, oh yes, that feels fantastic. Look at that for a view there. Can't do that in a real aircraft. Right, so the aircraft's still pushing hard here. We are now at 26,500 feet. I've got my oxygen mask on, and yeah, that's what I meant before actually. There's two ridges. There's the bottom ridge, I can't remember what it's called, I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments, and then there's the top ridge there, and that right there is Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, in case you didn't realise already. Oh, look at that down there. What a special thing this is. Microsoft Flight Simulator VR Reverb G2, powered by a computer developed by NASA, and then you're there. Come on, we're nearly there. We've still got a couple of thousand feet to go here. 27,000 feet. I'm pretty sure Mount Everest is 29,500 feet. Something like around there anyway. But what you'll see and notice is every other mountain anywhere close to Mount Everest just looks really tiny. And those mountains are the highest peaks in the world. You know, you're talking at 20,000 feet plus. But Mount Everest, when you get to the top, you are literally on top of the world. Oh, wow. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get up that high on this first pass. I'm trying to get every bit of performance out of this aircraft. We're so close to the stall here. 28,000 feet. Just 1,500 feet to go. Come on, you can do it, little caravan. You can do this. Could do with a burst of ridge lift, which I think we're actually... Are we getting that? No, I thought we were. Oh, 66. I think we're going to have to go for another pass, guys. Yeah, we're not quite there.
500.
That's okay. We'll go around one more time just to get that extra bit of altitude. And oh my word, look at that. Okay, 73 knots, 28,700 feet. I think by the time we get round, with a bit of luck, we're going to be about there. She's doing well, really well. Look at that for a view, guys. What do you reckon, eh? What do you think to that? I can't really broadcast what I'm thinking, quite honestly. Right. I think this is it, guys. Should we go outside or stay inside? I think maybe outside. Just to get a glimpse from what it looks like at the top of the world. You can see there a bit of cloud rolling in over that direction. Oh, this is magical. Welcome to the summit of Mount Everest. Whoa! And there we go, guys. Oh, I'm going to overspeed here. Not bad at all, that. So what we'll do now is we'll make our way down that valley and head towards Lukla Airport and come in for a landing. So guys, as we descend, just passing 23,000 feet, Lukla is in that valley over there, and we're going to attempt a landing, perhaps the hardest part of this whole flight. To be fair though, I think Courchevel is as dramatic of an approach, even though obviously the European mountains are nowhere near as high. This is what this sim gives you. The whole world to explore in this level of detail in VR. It's a dream come true. For me anyway. So that is Lukla below us there. We're going to do a bit of a horseshoe shape in this valley. My engine is completely at idle. And we're going to glide down here and make an approach into Lukla, which, let me tell you, in VR is absolutely terrifying. Oh, especially when we're getting thrown around here as well. Okay, we're now dropping like a stone here. Look at that. 2,500 feet per minute. The weather is absolutely ferocious in this part of the world, especially at this altitude level. So that is Lukla there. Look at that. Wow. Look at Lukla. Yeah, and we're going to descend down this valley here. So it might be the time now, guys, to put your seatbelts on. Do you know, I really feel like Asobo has modelled the trees perfectly, especially the way they can gather snow as well. Oh, look at that. It's just beautiful. But we're still way too high. In fact, we're too fast as well, so we can't really put our flaps down. So what I propose is that we do a bit of a side slit. Look how that's working really well. And now we're straight into the flap range there, and we're going to dump the flaps down. Dropping like a stone. It's quite remarkable how you can side slip the default aircraft due to the flight modelling. You can't do that even in X-Plane. Look at this! Look at how some of the trees have got snow on them, others are sort of mist and probably starting to melt as it's getting sort of lower down. But as you get right up to those peaks, it's just a beautiful scene. If you have a VR headset, you have this sim, you've got to try this approach. Oh, we're dropping! This was the same place we dropped last time. Oh my god! Whew. Okay. Oh my goodness me, this is crazy. I think because we're getting a lot of turbulence here, I'm going to keep the speed up as much as I can. Because this is really rough out here. And we are still too high. And the thing is about Lukla, you've got one chance. No go around here. Oh my god. Far too high here. Come on. Oh, look at the ice on the runway. Oh my god. Beta. Oh. Oh, we made it. Somehow. And there we have it, guys. We are back safe and sound. I hope you enjoyed that little flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator with the HP Reverb G2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. I'm now going to go and find a warm place to contemplate what just happened. Take care. Bye for now.